Hey everyone, it's Tanya. Glad to have you back in the garden today. It's a rainy, cold day out here just outside of Chicago, zone 5B/6. And I thought it would be a nice opportunity to talk about what was undoubtedly one of the most exciting opportunities that I had this past summer, where I had the chance to meet Laura and Aaron from Garden Answer and Kevin from Epic Gardening at the Aquascape headquarters that's located not far from where I live. This was an all-day event, and I found the event on my Facebook feed, and it sold out within, I think, just a few days. So I jumped at the chance. Tickets were not cheap, I'm not gonna lie, but it was worth every penny. So I wanted to take you along and just share with you some of the highlights of the day and what it was like to meet these YouTube celebrities who have had such a huge influence on all of us as gardeners. I know for myself, they've had a big influence on how I garden, my passion for garden, my desire to start this channel. So I wanted to share this with you and take you along. If you haven't checked out Greg Wittstock's channel and Brian Helfrich's channel, both of them showcase the Aquascape property located outside Geneva, Illinois, and it is just breathtaking. They really practice what they preach on their property there. They preach, live the aquascape lifestyle, and boy, they nailed it. I mean, they have pond installations everywhere, both inside the facility itself, where you can kind of mingle and go shopping for koi fish and other pond accessories, and then also outside where they have a beautiful huge pond in front of the building, kind of like as you drive around this road. And there's also a waterfall with a grotto you can climb in. So it's quite a sight to see. And I think you can also like jump off the cliff there. And I've seen Greg do that in a few videos that he's posted, but it's just quite a treat to be there and see it firsthand. And then in the back, there's also a really special garden, and it's like very cozy and intimate. And they had candles lit, and it was just beautiful, just beautiful. And funny enough, Greg actually got into the water and took out the turtle and was kind of quizzing us on what type of turtle it was. And I don't think anybody knew, but he did. So it was just a really cool experience. And the meet and greet, which occurred in the morning, there were a lot of people in line. And when we finally had the chance to, stand in line, I actually met a brand new friend who was also there by herself. So we ended up spending the entire day together. We met Greg, we met Brian Helfrich, and it was just such a treat. And then finally, when we had the opportunity to meet Laura and Aaron, oh my goodness, it was so exciting. It was kind of like meeting an old friend. I know that sounds odd, but when you've been watching somebody for so long, for years and years, you kind of feel like you get to know them, even though you don't at all. So they were just as genuine and as nice as can be, as down to earth as you'd expect, which was really fun. So got a chance to chat with them for a few minutes. And then of course, meeting Kevin from Epic Gardening was just amazing. I mean, this is a guy who's had such a huge influence on how I garden and really ignited my passion for vegetable and fruit gardening, and kind of just offered me so much knowledge in that way. So it was such a treat to meet him. And really nice guy, super down to earth, very funny. And, it's just really neat to meet all of these content creators who have millions and millions of followers, and they're just as down to earth and as normal as everyday people. So it was quite a treat. And the afternoon was comprised of like a self-guided garden tour. And the nice thing about where Aquascape is located, there's actually many, many private residences in the surrounding area around the Aquascape headquarters that have their pond installations. And so they offer a self-guided tour, and I was sent a map of their private residences. And I went with my mom and my new friend who I met, and we kind of drove to all these different places. And wow, talk about inspiration. These homes were not only spectacular, but the ponds themselves were so cleverly installed that they really looked like they belonged there in the landscape. They were just kind of weaving in and out right below trees, made to just sort of blend. I'm just going to show some of the videos from this day that I took, and I was just left kind of speechless and so inspired, and my desire for a pond is so strong, but it's just so, so neat to see. After the garden tour, there was a VIP charity dinner called Night in the Garden, a VIP charity event. And this dinner was just as magical as the meet and greet. During the initial cocktail hour, we had the opportunity to meet and mingle with Laura and Aaron again, as well as Kevin. Got a chance to chat with Brian and Greg and just other fans of Garden Answer and meet new people, new friends. And it was just a great way to build community with other fans of gardening. And the charity event was to support Kids Gardening, which is a nonprofit organization that really its entire mission is about helping children have access to resources and helping them have access to gardening. Their mission is quite powerful. And the fact that this charity event supported that organization just really resonated with me. And it was just such a great event. And I was by myself, and you won't believe it, but I was assigned table 8. And if you were there, you know table 8 is where Laura and Aaron were. So I sat right next to Aaron and Laura from Garden Answer, and it was just awesome. So it was just a great chance to chat with them over dinner and other people. I sat also next to Greg from Aquascape, so that was a really neat opportunity for me. So I just wanted to share this experience with you and tell you what it was like to go to this meet and greet event and actually sit down and have a chance to chat with some of these really well-known YouTube content creators. And it was just a magical experience. To say it was the highlight of my year is an absolute understatement. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.